We're gonna go ahead and give Brown some Reiki today. Itala here is my dog of 15 years, and she's currently on hospice at home. They wanted to put her down last Wednesday. Nope, yes, the 2 Wednesdays ago. So we're here, and now she's gonna get her Reiki session done, which she gets every day. She has cancer, and it has spread into her lungs. So we're gonna go ahead and open, however you typically open, and you see her already connecting to that energy. And she's gonna continue to do that as we work on her because the energy is flowing now, and that's how you know she's releasing, and that's what we want from our pets. She does this pretty quick because she gets it done every day. With your pet, it might take a couple more minutes to get them to release, especially if it's the first time your pet has gotten energy healing done. Right now, I'm just kind of scanning, but I'm just trying to bring this over so you can see all of her. I'm scanning to see if there's any blocks in her field. And I'm just feeling some anxieties coming from her, so you'll hear me chronic breathe when I get to those hot spots of energy. Okay. I'm just going to check on the outside here. This will calm her down. So as a practitioner, what I'm currently feeling is in my hands, there's some things that are occurring that you can't see with the naked eye. This is why we call this subtle energy work or subtle energy bodies. And all right here. And you saw that she's reactive when you get to like the tender area. Okay, and basically this makes sense to me that the energy is like congested up here, just because again she has cancer and it has come up to her lungs. She has nodes in her lungs. So what I'm feeling is there's actually heat emanating from my hands. Hey, thanks to whoever's watching. There's heat actually coming out from my hands. We perceive this as energy. Sometimes we perceive it as cold or tingling. And it's actually physically coming out of my hands. And if you were here, I would be able to touch you and you would be able to see or sense rather or feel the actual, there's some right here, the actual temperature change of my hands. So what I'm doing is I'm scanning through different bodies of the auric body, and I'm finding the congested areas. And what that feels like to me, the practitioner, it feels like I'm hitting a wall of energy. It feels like I'm hitting something with resistance. You might sense this as tingling. You might sense this as sluggishness. You might sense this as pressure or gooey, but you will definitely sense it if you take your time. And if you start to scan and you start to feel that your hand is coming down, like it's just falling down, that's because there's a chakra here that is it keeps doing it too. There's a chakra here that's pulling in energy when it should be pushing out energy. When energy should be coming out. That means she's using too much energy in that area, and again, that makes sense for her. I'm trying to get my leg out of here, but she's so comfortable on my lap. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my symbols, my Reiki symbols, and then I'm putting them into that energy body. And then I'm going to pull them out slow. And when you're working with the energy body, make sure that you're pulling out slow on your pets. They are much more sensitive than people, and it can actually hurt when you pull it out, like a lot. I was working on her the day after I found out she had cancer, and I had discovered the nodes in the spiritual layer of her auric energy field. Oh, needing a stretch there. And when I pulled them out, I had pulled them out much too quickly, and she yelped. And what I mean pulling out, it's not physically like you're yanking something out of her, but it's up here, and then you're pulling out, and she reacted very negatively. She just breathed when I pulled that out on her. I'm trying to get you guys to see. Um, but your dogs are very reactive to it. It's right here. There's a lot of energy. Ooh. And you'll know when they're done because they'll just get up and go. Like, she likes Reiki, so if I actually say, hey, Kitala, do you want Reiki? And she'll walk over and she'll lay down and she'll be ready. She usually lays down on her side, but it hurts her to lay on her side, so she's been laying on her tummy. And you see how calm she is. She's just ready for some sleeps. This definitely does help your pets at the end of their life. When right now we're working with the vets, of course, and they're making her comfortable because they're giving her pain pills and appetite supplements. But besides that, as a pet owner, you're probably going to be feeling, oh my goodness, the dog's going through this so much suffering, and there's nothing I can do. But there's actually, you can. And I can't upload the pictures on live, but I have photos on my Instagram. You can check it out. Apollo's claimed one before and after I pulled out the cancer out of her auric energy field. What happened was she had been urinating blood for many weeks, like very dark blood, like no urine, just blood. And when they told me she had cancer, I thought she had just like a little UTI. We all thought that. I went out and I pulled those nodes out of the spiritual air, and immediately the next day, her urine went from red, cranberry juice red, to clear. And it has been pretty much clear since then. And when I expressed that to her doctor vet, she did not understand, or she could not comprehend. She's very surprised that happened. And again, it's not going to stop anything, but it will make her more comfortable. And I'm just going to continue to scan. So this other hand is actually just sending energy the whole time, while this hand is trying to find where the garbage is at and remove that. That way we can make her more comfortable. And she's snoring pretty hard, so she's under. Your dogs, even if they're not in hospice, or any pet rather, they enjoy it. It gives them more energy. You see her releasing, continue release. And anytime that I start a pet, even if because I go to people's houses if their pet is on hospice, or family member is in hospice, not just pet, you'll see the pets reactive, and then the people also reactive. And from the hospice that I've done, the people will report back to me, oh, I felt you pulling it out. It hurt when you were pulling it out, but then I felt this immense sense of relief. Ooh, just a lot of energy in this area. So we want to all we're doing is making sure that everything is as balanced as it can be with one another. That it's not all the energy going into one area. She's just going to keep pulling herself on top of me. Pitala. Okay. So I'm just going to do one more little coming through here again. And basically what you're going to do at home, if you've already been attuned to Reiki, you have to be attuned to Reiki to work. You're going to go the closest to the body as possible. This is the first layer. I'm going to do it right here. Then you're going to come up like a hand width, and that's going to be your second layer. And then that's so it's this physical layer, emotional layer, spiritual layer, mental layer, spiritual layer, okay? So you want to check all those layers, because each one's going to tell you something different about your pet. And once you start to find that your hand slows down or feels heavy, tingling, molasses, pushback, you're going to clear that out. But remember that when you're finding whatever you're finding, make sure you go nice and slow. And this is actually fast, what I'm doing, because I'm already used to, very used to this. Okay, so now that she's all cleared, I'm just going to pull everything else out that I could have found. I'm going to just give her some symbols to recharge her all up. And then I'm going to put that in there 3 times. And for those watching, it's symbol 2. And I'm going to place that in. And if you want to know what the Cancer feels like, is very different from any other block you will find in the work energy field. The Cancer feels like little tiny balls of sun. Very hard. They're compressed. They're tight. Whew. They're very hot. Like very, very extremely hot. Right now I'm fluffing her aura. This will allow for the energy to grow and expand further, and for me to seal up additional energy in here. So we're basically making space for positive energy. And then I'm going to go ahead and begin to fold her in. We're going to fold the aura into itself. Now I'm doing this fast, but if I were to do it slow, what you're going to do is go to the sides of your pet and find where the aura starts and ends with your hand. You're looking for like a little pushback area. And then fold that down the spinal column. So you're going to find that on both sides. You're going to slowly, slowly, slowly walk your hand. And then when you find that little pushback resistance area, you're going to fold it into. And you're going to do that through the whole entire animal, big or small. And then we're going to seal like a Ziploc bag with white light. So you're going to visualize white light coming out of your hands. And then sending that in through the entire spinal column, because that's where you made those little creases, folding creases, and then just keep sending until you feel the energy push back on you. And when you try to grab those little tiny suns, the Cancer, it's gonna feel like a bouncy ball inside of a pool of water where you can't just go in and grab it. Like it moves around if you try to try to grab it. All right, she is done. So that's pretty much it. We did like 10 minutes on her. She's pretty much knocked out. And when she wakes back up again, she'll be happy and content. And I might just wake her up now just to see her pretty face. Brown Browns. Lalas. Hey. Hey. You're done. You're done. How was that? Huh? Was it good? Yes, it was very good. All right, guys. I hope this video helps you to take care of your pets if you have any pets in hospice. If you have questions, shoot me a comment and I will answer it. Actually, I'm live right now, so if you have a comment or question right now, I can answer it. I just gave Reiki to my dog. She is in hospice. She's still being treated with medicines from the vets, but we're also treating her with Reiki. That way we can make her the most comfortable as possible. Alright, guys, may you guys go in love, light, and wisdom. Send all your love to the Kitala here. She loves it. You can follow her on Instagram with me, Apollo's Claimed One, and friend me on Facebook at Dominique Rivera. Alright, guys. Ciao.